from the bottom places, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you get to see? And now the songs of freedom was all I ever heard. Redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind.
It's an important thing to listen to. None but ourselves can free our mind. Ladies and gentlemen, Doom is back. Fear not. It's just a mask. It's just a mask. It's a very rusty mask. But it's the best mask in the world. And yes, it's me underneath there. Doom is back with another vlog. I'll say it again and again because I'm so excited. Well, yes, I missed last week, I know. So this is kind of makeup for letting you all down. No, I hope I didn't let you down. I'm back. I got cool stuff to talk about. You know, if I didn't have enough to talk about before, I didn't want to force it. It's complicated, you know? If you try to get in front of the camera and you have nothing to say, but you're trying to say things and, well, get in front of a camera and try for yourself and you'll see exactly what happens. Well, anyway, let's move on. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now. I don't know how much anyone actually pays attention out there, and if you don't pay attention, then that's great. That's great. Because if you do pay attention, it sucks. I don't even know why I read half the stuff I read out there on the news, but I do and have been paying attention a lot to world politics. The U.S. politics is ridiculous. I have no idea what's going on anymore. But beyond all that, it's just a crazy world, and it seems like crazy stuff is just a constant thing that's always happening. Like, it doesn't ever really seem to go away. So there's nothing you can really do about it. There's so much information out there that'll tell you what's going on in the world, and they'll tell you what to think about it. But really, who cares? Who really cares about it? So, I mean, I live by the simple philosophy of going forward and saying I'm going to embrace everything positive, and whatever's coming across my path in this negative light, this horrifying negative light, I'm just this crap, I'm just going to throw it away. That's the way I'm going to live my life from this day on, right now, from this point on forward, moving forward into the future. But regardless of all that, the future, talk about the future. Esports has remained a constant positive influence on the international community. I mean, it's actually kind of crazy that it's remained so chill. I mean, sure, you have like internet trolls and flame wars going down on forums and Reddit and all sorts of places on the internet. I mean, Twitter is another place, a battleground, as we've seen recently in the news. But it's you know, it's kind of cool that esports is just like, hey, we bring people together through competitive video gaming. It's kind of like competitive baseball or t-ball or like soccer, or taking your kids to wrestling or letting them play basketball. You know, it's like, it's that kind of stuff. It builds communities together, and it builds like-minded people together, and you know, it just helps that StarCraft 2 makes you an insanely smart individual too. So it's always something you can take to the bank. And speaking about insanely smart individuals, you can see I've got the posters representing on the wall back here. I had to get a new focal point. I just wasn't digging the white background. That was another thing. I haven't gotten my green paint yet, so you know, I'm just painting the other stuff still. Painting sucks. But I got my Team Liquid posters up now. It makes it feel more of like a esports studio in here. And EG and Team Liquid are going to the SPL Pro League, historic event. They're going to be playing with each other against the best of the former Kespa teams. Well, I guess they're still the Kespa team, but the former Brood War Kespa teams. the crazy players like Flash, and now Jaedong's actually on EG, and it's you know, I can't hate on any team that's willing to venture into a new market, because it's not only number one, an insanely large capital expenditure, but it's also a commitment to your brand. I mean, you're going out and performing. You're performing for your sponsor, which is all these different sponsors that sponsor people like Team Liquid, like all the different sponsors that EG has. But they're going into the Korean market to build their brand there, to showcase players from the US, showcase players from Europe over in Korea. It's really, really good. I think it's a good move. It's going to be great for international exposure of different events. If there's more, you know, interest buzzed up about these players who we're hoping perform really well over there, then who knows what the possibilities are from there. Who knows if the markets are going to start to collide into one another. We see it with FXO. I mean, FXO is crazy good. I mean, they're in the GSTL finals, which is this weekend. But you know, it's just cool to see all this awesome stuff happening, and I can't wait to see Idra competing in Korea again, I should say, because it's from New Jersey, from Newark, New Jersey. New Jersey representing what is up in the building. Yeah, so that's going to be cool, and you know, Stefano's going to be over there too, so that's really exciting. And you know, we're just going to have to see what happens, but you know, exciting is the buzzword. Hashtag exciting. Buy stock in that right now. All right. So whatever happens though with the whole English casting thing, I know there's not a lot of stock being bought in that right now, because we don't really know what's going to happen. We don't know if MLG is going to get it, if it's going to be behind a paywall, if it's going to be free. Regardless, if there are VODs of the matches recorded, if they're broadcasted and recorded somewhere on the internet, we're going to have them on SC2 Links. I will guarantee it. I will find them. I will definitely find them. Or I'm sure some clever nerd out there on Reddit or Team Liquid will find them, and we'll just link to them from there. Give them all the credit in the world. You know, I'm all for giving people credit for finding links. I think it's one of the cool things about the community is that we're so adamant about finding these VODs, but just having the public library of SC2 Links available to it. We're dedicated to get these. We owe it to you to showcase the first time that a quote-unquote foreign team, although Team Liquid and EG are kind of Korean heavy right now, I would say. They're very Korean heavy right now, but who knows? It'll play in their hand. Speaking of SC2 Links, I have a blog that I just wrote. A blog, yes. I have a blog. I wrote a blog. It's been a long time since I've written a blog, but I had a purpose this time. It struck me that there was some interesting numbers that I figured I was finding very interesting myself, that I wanted to share with the public, that I wanted to share with everyone, to let them know the progress that we made over the past 5 months. And if you go to SC2 Links, just click on the blog section. It's the first thing listed there. You can go to my Twitter if you want. I've linked it there. SC2 Links Twitter as well. It's about our global links is what it's titled. But it's about our global links. How the esports community is like really big. All right, it's big. The planetary influence of the esports community touches almost every country in the world. At least through what I've seen on SC2 Links, it touches almost every country in the world. And when you consider all the different languages that everyone speaks out there in the world, and I was going over all the different languages that were viewed on SC2 Links, I won't spoiler too much that's written in the blog. It's not too long. It's nice, short, sweet, crisp, and concise, but you get the point when you read it. That StarCraft is just a universal language. I mean, there's no other ifs, ands, or buts about it. StarCraft brings people across the globe together in an electronic space where you're competing for money. It blows my mind. I would have not believed you if you said it would have progressed this far after the Warcraft 3 scene, but I mean, I believe it now. I'm totally convinced that people are going to find their way through this one way or another. And you know, it's sad to see things like the Quanta Gaming news where Quanta Gaming is disbanded, but you've really got to figure out a business model and work that business model. And if that business model isn't sustainable, you have to scrap it. You have to scrap it. If anyone wants any, tips on how to succeed in business, just simplify. Simplify. All right. So beyond all that kind of stuff and news and going on, my life's been very good. I've been keeping very busy, very active. I have an insanely ridiculous diet going on right now where it's like protein, beans, and greens. That's it. That's pretty much it. And water. Lots of water and coffee with nothing in it. So it's been interesting, but one day a week I get to cheat and eat anything I want. So it's a good diet because I get to get that one day a week to like literally gorge till the insulin is dripping out of my pores, and I intend to do that on Saturday. I'm gonna eat like the biggest. I might go to McDonald's for breakfast. I might go and I don't know if that just went black right now, but I'm gonna go and get Chinese food. I'm probably gonna order like enough food that the woman will think that I'm feeding a family, but it'll just be for me. Yeah, it's gonna be serious. But other than that, I mentioned before, GSTL finals are this weekend. The other event that's going on is the NASL finals, so support North American StarCraft organizations. My chicken is done, bacon in the oven, and I got beans on the stove. Go Polt, go FXO. Those are my picks. Like it or not. And I'll catch you later, perhaps next week, maybe sooner. Thinking about a try hard vlog. If you want it, I'll know you want it because you watched this whole vlog, and that means you're committed and you love Doom, and I love you for watching it. Hit the like button if you really like it. Follow me on Twitter. I need more followers. If I get 100 followers, I'll be so happy. You don't understand how much that would mean to me. Now you do. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't going to be the song I leave to. Or should it be? Let's end on that note. Peace.